fucking phone, man. Fucking ridiculous.
Anybody there? Hello. Oh shit, I need to mute this fellow.
Oh, that's not it.
That is muted. But it's still not working, apparently. Let's have a little look.
What's up, guys? We got some big news for you. We now...
Oh, God, I hate you lot to come back. I'm sorry. My fucking phone hates me. I've said this before. I've made it very, very clear. My phone hates me. So, yeah. So, if you're back, I'm so grateful.
State treated you so bad just a couple weeks or a month ago. You know what? That's over now, man. You signed this deal right here. Time served, maybe a little probation. And that's it. It's over. But you didn't do anything wrong. However, what's still stuck in your head is that just a month ago, they bent you over on a wall and 3 people looked up your bunghole because you jaywalked.
That's literally, yeah, never happened to me. And I've been arrested before, which, again, I've never made any secret about. I've never made a secret about that at all. So I'm trying to see if anybody's there. I have no idea. 5 watching. If my other stream still says it's going, can you please put the link in that? Any of your... Anyway, yeah, fucking... I'm sorry. I tried to look at the chat through the stream sort of thing, like my chat, and it just completely decided to fuck me over. So I really am sorry. I'm genuinely sorry. Yeah, so... Is anybody here? Say hi if you're here. I hope you're here. I was having a nice time. Text Mama Bear's here, Lord. You're my girl, you are. Seriously, I love you. Yeah, we're live again. You know how it is, my love. My tech always fucks up. So, yeah, fucking, let's... a few people to get here. It's wank as well. It looked like it was going all right, didn't it? It looked like it was going okay. Look, it says... this one, it says there's 3 watching. The last one had quite a few people watching, I think, which I'm a bit gutted about. My shit always fucks up. Oh, thank you. That's what I was just saying. If anybody could drop the link in that, I really do appreciate it. Thank you. All it was, yeah, and you press that look, and it comes up them things at the top, and if that message Malaka with the stripe between it, in the middle of it, if I click that, it can show me the chat. And so I click that for some bizarre reason, because... in the past, when I've done that, it takes me straight onto YouTube. So I thought, well, I'm on YouTube, so it should be all right. It didn't. It just clearly just fucked it all off and fucked it all up. So, yeah. So there we go. Life's a bitch, innit? We'll get there in the end, though, won't we, kids? Go on then, let's listen to... yeah, I'm going to wind it a little bit. This is what this dickhead's saying.
Happened to you at that pre-trial hearing. Your kids are going to be adopted out, and you're going to say... of doing, that's not the big deal. What's in your head is how badly you were treated, how they torture cuffed you, sexually assaulted you, put you in a claustrophobic...
torture cuffs. Can you remember, you lot, what I said? Every time it says torture cuffs, my mum says you're a twat.
little room, then threw you in a dungeon where they treated you poorly. And so that's still...
oh my God, right, I've just realised, yeah. You know, if any of you... hi, Michael, thank you, my love. If any of you have got an account that you can actually post something into his chat with, because if you always subscribe to him or whatever, can one of you please, oh my God, honestly, it'd make my day, if you could post into his chat that Isa's mum says every time, it has to be mum, by the way, it can't be mum or mam, it has to be mum. Isa's mum says, when you talk about torture cuffs, you're a twat. I swear to God, it'd make my little giddy day. And then, don't get me wrong, yeah, I don't imagine us to be able to see it. But send me a screenshot through my emails or Discord or something like that, and then let me know in the chat that you've done it, and I'll find it and we'll show it. And I'll love you forever.
in your mind. And so the prosecutor's going to come to you at that first pretrial hearing and say, hey, you need to make a deal. Because if you don't make a deal, we're going to put you in jail and you're going to go to jail and your kids are going to be adopted out.
It weren't my internet, Liam. It was my fucking phone. It hates me.
You're going to, and that's what they're going to say to you.
Shut the fuck up, dickhead.
But let me help you understand something. During all those threats,
Everybody, yeah, listen, the bloke was no...
when they're warning you and threatening you, nothing is going to happen today. All you need to do is get up, say, thank you very much, and walk out the door.
You need to put some fucking hemorrhoid cream on your lips, mate. You look fucked. You look old and you look rough. You must sort yourself out. I swear, but honestly, yeah, you know what he looks like? And I ain't even lying about this, yeah? Live on a council estate, like I've already made it very, very clear. We have like smackheads and that on council estates, smackheads, crackheads, etc. on council estates. They're not all bad people. Shit happens in life, don't it? I swear to God, yeah, I know some and see some regular that look better than he does with that shit round his mouth. Dirty bastard.
Nothing is going to happen to you at that pretrial hearing, unless, of course, you get in contempt of court and you get arrested, and then something's going to happen to you because you had a tiff with the judge. And
alright, so nothing's going to happen to you. Nothing's going to happen. I need to listen to that again. Nothing's going to happen to you. That's what I heard, right? Nothing's going to happen to you unless this, that, and the other.
At that pretrial, say, thank you very much, and walk out the door. Nothing is...
Sorry to interrupt it again. Wasn't that what Deborah did? Didn't Deborah try and gather up her things and walk out the door of the court? That's exactly what she did, weren't it? That landed in jail for months, weren't it? It was definitely weeks. It was probably months. But yeah, Tilly knows best.
All you need to do is get up, say, thank you very much, and walk out the door. Nothing is going to happen to you at that pretrial hearing, unless, of course, you get in contempt of court and you get arrested.
Shit, I nearly broke my glasses. Oh no. You lot from Flat Earth remember the whole face palm in Malacca, and I still do it for this dickhead. Oh no, I nearly broke my glasses. That was very lucky. Honestly, I had a crack. What, they look alright. So, you just do this. You just do this, people. Do this. Nothing is gonna happen to you unless they're finding in contempt of court and you get arrested and sent to jail. What a fucking idiot. He's actually just said that. He really did just say that. Did I misunderstand or mishear? He really did just say that. I'm actually quite stunned. It's quite impressive. Wow.
And then something's going to happen to you because you had a tiff with the judge. This is a different story. I'm talking about a plea deal here.
No.
So when you get to court at that pretrial, the prosecutor's going to have a plea deal ready for you. They're going to have it all written up. It's going to be all ready. All you got to do is just sign right here, and you remember how the state treated you so bad.
That's the whole point of plea deals. It's like, let's save all this money and time, yeah? Let's save all this money and time. You plead guilty to this, and we will let you off with only this, where the maximum... Let's say... Fucking hell, man. And the whole thing about, like, yeah, I get, right? I do get that you're innocent until proven guilty. I understand that. I appreciate that. But I will openly admit this. You know, the last time I got arrested, no. But when I got arrested, when I was younger, a few times, I was guilty every single time. It never went to court, by the way. I mean, they got let off of a caution, which I don't know whether America's got the equivalent. I have no idea. But I was guilty every time. I was a stupid teenage, yobby, fucking gobber, twatty, knows best brat, basically. That's it. Now, I'm not saying, obviously, not everybody that goes through the court system is that, but not everybody that goes through the court system is innocent either. Yes, we're all innocent till proven guilty. But would I be wrong to say go as far as to say that most of them are actually guilty. I know there's been innocence. I know that. So I'd never want anybody to misunderstand my view on that. I know that there's been people. And I mean, that's why sometimes the whole fucking US legal system, like, it breaks my heart because, I don't know. Admitting this, right? We have crimes that happen over here, and the fucking criminals that are just so blatantly fucking guilty, they're eligible for parole after like 15 years, 20 years, that kind of thing. There's for life. Life meaning life. They have life sentences out here, but it don't mean life. Now in America, I love it that you have the dirtiest, nastiest, scummiest bastards, and they do get life, and it means life. But then you've got people that have been given them sentences, or have been given death sentences, which is so much more extreme. And I know it doesn't happen all the time. I'm not even saying it's a common thing. I can't say that. I don't know. But it has happened, and it's happened too many times where innocent people have been sentenced to death. Now, some have been lucky enough, thank God for the technology of fucking DNA and whatnot. I mean, it's amazing. Some have been released after umpteen years on death row, because they've been proven innocent, but so many people have also actually been executed because of it. So yes, that's terrible. It is terrible. But, by the way, as I was saying, I actually find that shit fascinating and awful, fascinating and devastating. I've watched a lot of things about that, and I literally do find it equally fascinating and devastating. It's awful. But, people do some, especially in America anyway. I don't think so much over here. I really don't, because our punishments aren't so severe, which, like I say, has its good times and has its bad times. But over in America, I get it that a lot of people do plead guilty, and some of them are genuinely innocent. But I really do believe that maybe most of them aren't. So I just don't know. His face does my head in. Look how greasy it looks.
Bad just a couple weeks or a month ago. You know what? That's over now, man. You signed this deal right here, time served, maybe a little probation, and that's it. It's over. But you didn't do anything wrong. However, what's still stuck in your head
But a lot of them, and most of them, have done something wrong. So shut the fuck up.
is that just a month ago, they bent you over on a wall and 3 people looked up your bunghole because you jaywalked. You walked across the street when they're. It reminds me of that Amanda Acura story where I saw her cross the street and she crossed in a crosswalk. They went back and arrested her.
Oh, thank you, Tex Mama Bear. I mean, just, I don't know, fucking. I said already, right? Like I said, the state type thing. We're all fucking hand to mouth. We live week, and a lot of crime goes on, a lot of drug addiction goes on, and whatnot. Oh, just, I don't know. Some of my best friends have been, like, I'm not saying like current, but like, they've grown up to be fucking burglars or drug dealers or whatever. Just sometimes shit happens. Now that's bad, and they go to prison, and I'm not going to say all of them, but most of them have then learnt the lesson and turned their life around. And like I said, when I was younger, I weren't innocent. I was guilty. I did not terrible, oh God, that was the wrong word. Right, no, don't get me wrong, I never hurt anybody, I never hurt anybody. But I have burgled a couple of places and whatnot, so there we go. I know, I don't even know why I'm being all sheepish about it, I admit that. I do. I'm not proud of it, but I admit it. This whole fucking... Oh my God, man, he's just a fucking idiot,
For jaywalking. I don't know what happened in the case.
By the way, yeah, jaywalking muddles the fuck. I try and imagine sometimes, yeah, if a copper pulled me over and tried to do me for crossing over a road when I shouldn't have, or crossing over a road where there's not a crossing type thing, And I think, like, I think back to when I was younger, me and my mates would just piss ourselves laughing at them. It boggles my mind. I sort of do understand that it's a whole safety thing and whatnot, but no, it's a bit extreme, isn't it?
I stopped following it, but so now at the pretrial hearing, they're going to offer you a deal. It's going to be all typed up. It's going to be all pretty. And if you just sign right here, this is all over. You get to go home and you get to forget about all this. Forget about that strip.
But how many of those people are you talking about are actually innocent? I bet you, I guarantee it, in fact, and I'm not looking at statistics, I'm not Googling anything, I'm going from, like, my experience. I pretty much guarantee that at least 90% are actually guilty.
Forget about the torture cuffs, forget about the cop.
By the way, and I never had a copper looking up my arse, neither did any of my mates, ever. And we've all been in handcuffs several times. I've been in handcuffs for sex. I've been in handcuffs from the police. Not once were they torture. Oh shit, yeah, what did I say? Every time he says that, my mum says you're a twat. Bollocks.
Screamed in your face. Forget about that cop splaining you had to listen to in the car as he drove you down to the dungeon. The guy who's a total dunce cap that his only skill set is being able to put torture cuffs on people and follow orders from the person above him. Forget about all that.
They're called handcuffs. My mum, oh, by the way, it might have been about the dungeons. Either way, yeah, dungeons, torture cuffs. My mum says that you're a twat. And she'll be 70 in July, so therefore she knows best.
You just sign right here and this is all over. And a lot of people, they want it to be over. They just, God in heaven, please make this
You don't fucking believe in God.
go away. The truth is, though, when you take that plea deal, you're signing your rights away. There are several steps to a criminal trial. Several. I'm talking your lawyer or your
Until he knows from experience.
representative or you can call for all kinds of different hearings, all kinds of different evidentiary hearings. You can call expert witnesses. You can call other witnesses. There's so many steps to going through a trial. And most of the time, just so you know, things don't go to trial.
Logan, exactly, he just nailed it. That's exactly it, ain't it? That shit should be on his headstone.
Most of the time, they come to you in that pretrial hearing and say, hey, look, we got
Yes, mother knows best. My mum fucking knows best. Damn right. That's it. It's obviously fact.
this handy dandy deal for you. You've been to court, maybe this is your second or third pretrial hearing, and so you're tired of this and you want to get back to your life. But what you don't realize is that you're screwing over every other person behind you. You took that deal for you.
Other people aren't their issue. Yes, somebody takes a plea deal for them. That's the whole point of a fucking plea deal. Oh my God. Right, seriously, yeah, so seriously. You think that, let's say I have been a dickhead and I've got arrested and I get offered, I'm looking at 5 years in prison, but I get offered this, oh, if I plead guilty, I'll just get a bit of probation and whatnot, right? So what I should do, though, I should still plead not guilty, because what I should be doing is thinking about all the people after me. No, that's not what you do. You think about yourself in them situations. What did he think of, everybody? Right, seriously, yeah? What did this fucking greasy-faced dickhead, fucking hemorrhoid mouth prick think of, yeah, when he took a fucking plea deal for the GHB, for the date rape drug? What did he think of? Was he thinking about everybody after him? Was he fuck? He was thinking about his greasy minging self. Dirty fucking cunt.
Because you thought this was best for me and you were wrong. That is not the best.
No, they were right. It was best for them. Fucking hell, I could lose my mind over this.
Deal for you. You need to fight. You have to fight.
Yeah. Fight and get found guilty and go to prison for 10 years instead of getting 10 months probation. A good idea. Good plan, Chili. Good plan.
I can't teach you how to fight. I can't teach you. So
You can't fucking teach anybody anything, fucking dickhead.
let me finish that first pretrial hearing. So the guy comes to you, he's got this piece of paper, and now what's going to happen is there might be more than one prosecutor around you. Your lawyer may join in with the prosecutors and say, you need to take this deal. If you don't take this deal, you're going to jail.
Yeah, that person who's been to law school and who knows best might advise you based on their knowledge that they can't guarantee it. There's no guarantees in these things, but based on what they know and what there's a plea deal where you get 10 months probation, take that instead. Yeah, them terrible lawyers, blood-sucking lawyers.
And your lawyer will pull you to the side, because remember, he's either a pro bono attorney or he got paid from you. He wants to take the money and be done with this case.
He's literally hurting people. I can't even believe it. I almost, right, this was supposed to be all short and whatnot. I genuinely, I'm not even being dramatic, right, I really ain't. I genuinely believe that with him saying this, making this fucking live stream, a plea deal is... Wait there, wait, oh shit, I just did it. Wait there, sorry. A plea deal is for the prosecutors. It's against you. How many times have I said it? Right. I know he said this shit before, I get it, right? But I genuinely believe that this live stream is absolutely 100% going to hurt people and is going to cause harm. And that absolutely disturbs me. I stand by what I said in this comment section the other day. He is taking advantage of people that are naive, uneducated and desperate. All the people that subscribe to him and donate to him and are moderated by him, that is what they are. Naive, uneducated and desperate. And this is so awful. This is harmful. If I'm wrong, tell me if I'm wrong. I don't know. It's fucking... I know they're all twats, yeah, but it's because they're uneducated and naive and desperate. That's why they're twats. This cunt, this fucking dickhead, he knows exactly what he's doing. He's going to cause so much harm.
The lawyer has an invested interest in getting you off of his books. Your lawyer is working against you. How do we know that? How can I be so sure? Well, if you take a look at my poster on delete laws, you take a look at the prison chart and it goes like this after 1968. It's going along right here, 300,000.
Shit, Halo, really? That's not fair. Fucking hell, man. I can never call him anything. I can't even ask him polite questions, but you called him a piss flap. Oh, you're a legend, my love. You're a fucking legend. And I bet, exactly, she knows the law. Look at all them cases that he's won. Exactly. A warrant out for your arrest. And he went, nope. It's an internet rumour. And they all believe it. They believe, yeah, that it was an internet rumour started by Irish Demon. Fucked up.
200,000 people, prohibition spikes, and comes up here. So you're 40,000 around 1865, around the slave era. And so 1865 happens, and then prohibition happens.
God, I need to take a breath, but I need to nip to the loo, so I'm going to leave you to listen to him for a minute.
1920 prison industry spikes a little bit, and then you're going along here, 1968, Terry versus Ohio, prison industry does this. Like a stock market chart that you wish you had invested in. Why is it doing that? Well, because we created a financial opportunity for you going to jail, for the person who made the jail, for the person who funds the jail, for the city attorney, for the prosecutor. They're getting paid by you going to jail because they have more work to do. So that first pretrial hearing, they're going to sit you down in a room like this. That's why I'm sitting on this black wall, so you can kind of get the feeling of what it's like to be in this dark, dingy room. And they're going to circle around you, and they're going to start yelling at you. You need to take this. And they'll get downright mad at you and they'll call you names. You're being a son of a bitch right now. Do you know that? We're here trying to help you out. They're not trying to help you. The prosecuting team, the assistant district attorney, the district attorney, even your lawyer who you paid your money to is...
None of them are trying to help you then. So what he's now said... Oh, my God. It's even more harmful, isn't it? So now what he's saying is that none of them, no lawyers, even your own lawyer, whether it's the public defender or one that you've actually paid out and hired for yourself, they're not trying to help you. They're all just one big... Oh my God. This genuinely... I'm sorry, but this genuinely bothers me. It genuinely bothers me. Yes, Arby, he's saying, like, you know, don't get a lawyer, do it yourselves, exactly. Like, that keeps working for him. Oh, I said, at least the cop has an actual job, you piss flat. Oh, I love you. I can't stop laughing at Chili's face when I have to pause. It's wicked, isn't it, Uncle Martin, yeah? And I'm not even trying, love, honestly, I'm not even trying. But, this disturbs me, genuinely bothers me. This is so wrong and it's so harmful. But I do sit there sometimes and think to myself, well, come on, man, right? These idiots, they follow him. They've seen what an idiot he is. They've seen that he's never won anything. So, you know, it's their own fault. But the reason they still follow him is because they are naive, uneducated, gullible, and desperate. And that is sad. I just don't want... I don't want anybody to come to harm, do you know what I mean? I'm not that funny, but... He does, he has to be stopped. I agree. I can't even talk about it. Agree, even. He's giving legal advice, which is against the law. If you're not... Yeah, I know. Yeah, I get it. I call bullshit. Try your dungeon or torture argument one fucking time, exactly.
It's not working for your best interests. And that is why you...
Oh yeah, where do we think he is? I'm not paying any attention. What's going on in the background?
always hear me say, I can't stand most lawyers. They're scumbags. They're absolute scumbags.
Apart from the ones that agree with you. The ones that agree with him aren't scumbags. Remember, yeah? I remember this, by the way, very, very clearly. But a while ago, regarding his suing Josh and Kate, yeah? His legal team is epic. They're, oh shit, what was the wording that he used? Was it beast or monster? Either way, it was like something, that will just destroy everything. And it's made up by, lawyers and just whatever. Yeah.
When I went to Massachusetts and I met with that chick's lawyer outside, and I said, what?
That chick. She's got fucking dickhead.
What are you doing? You just lost. Not only did you lose.
No, that's not what you did, is it? That's not what you did. Stop lying. You didn't go up to that. He's on about then when Kate was at court with fucking Turtle Boy's bit on the side when she was getting a protective order and she won it, the bit on the side, I mean. And so Kate walked out of her lawyer and whatnot, and Kate went one way, lawyer went another way, and him and fucking, what's his name, Zane, followed Kate. Chili fucking hit Kate's car, gave a load of shit, all sat in the offer, and then they went and
You're a bad person. And people were so outraged.
You're a bad person. What do you think, fucking defence lawyers? Oh, my days. Any of you Brits, yeah? Rose and Fred West. How's about that? Or Myra Hindley and Ian Brady. Now, did they have lawyers? We call them solicitors. Did they have solicitors? or barristers or whatever. I'm pretty sure they did. Now, they were terrible people. They did terrible things. But that's not what it's about. What it's about is defending your client's rights and defending their fucking... That's basically actually what I just said, their rights. Making sure that even if they have been the most scummiest, murdering wanker in the world, that you still get their rights, their human rights respected. It's that simple. It's such a fucking prick.
That I would tell this lawyer she's a bad person. She's a terrible person. She doesn't give a damn about the client she represented or the outcome of the case. Who does care, though? You do. You care if you have that.
Well, discussing law apparently cares, though, don't know. Yeah, and he knows so much. He's got you so far. Apparently, I mean, why is it at the moment, yeah? Because he's and whatnot, which, no, he didn't title it like that. It's basically removed Josh and Kate from it and only got, what is it, about 6 of his videos on there for copyright infringement? Just, what a fucking idiot, man. Him and discussing law deserve each other, fucking dickheads.
On your criminal record. Remember, my entire criminal record, everything on my record, is used against me by strangers who I...
Yeah, like you manufactured with the intention to distribute the date rape drug.
don't know. So when you go into that pretrial hearing, if you sign on the dotted line that you took a plea deal, people for the rest of your life will hold it against you. Remember, I was charged with minor consuming when I was 18 and stalking when I was 18 or 19. It was the...
Never talks about that stalking one though, does there? Like, so yeah, he was charged with this when he was 19. Now, it doesn't matter how old he was. Why the fuck were you stalking somebody? The fuck?
First year they had criminal stalking, and they charged me with it because they could. It was a new law. Even though nothing had happened, I'm talking zero. Nothing.
Oh my god, it's so funny, isn't it?
I had no idea what I was doing. Let's just take a deal. And he went to the judge and said, look, Your Honor, my client's 18 years old. He has no criminal history. He hasn't done anything wrong. He went to see his girlfriend. She was with another dude. He went to leave, and he got arrested as he was leaving.
What a load of bollocks. I mean, I'd like to think it's not just me, is it? That sounds like the biggest load of greasy, sweaty-faced, mullered eyes, herpes fucking mouth bollocks I've ever heard.
There's no stalking going on. And the judge looked at me and said, are you going to stay away from this chick? And I said, dude, as soon as she was holding hands with another guy, I never want to see her again.
Bullshit.
But what happened to my life? What happened to me? Take a look at me as an example. Chilly.
We do. We do. And we think, fucking hell, man. So, what we should all learn from him, as an example, is don't be a dickhead when we're younger. But if we are a dickhead, own it. Because we're all dickheads when we're younger. We are, let's be fair. Yeah? We all make mistakes. We can all act like twats when we're younger. That's fine. So, you know, like the shoplifting and all that malarkey. That's fine. Even drinking. That's fine. It's crap because it's against the law. But shit happens. We're all dickheads when we're younger. And then, right, so then we don't stalk our ex-girlfriend, you know, because that could get us into trouble. And most importantly, which is the thing that at the moment, obviously, maybe he says it in a minute, but at the moment, he's completely ignoring the fact that he manufactured with the intent to supply a fucking date rape drug.
Got charged with stalking. He's a stalker. Is that true? Not even remotely close. But they'll put any kind of...
Aye, into order, yeah. Order toss, I can't even fucking talk properly, mate. Yeah, my phone crashed as usual, so... Oh my god, this goes on for ages, man. I don't think I want... I'm nearly done, to be fair, people.
charge they can on you, criminal trespass. What does that mean exactly? You were on someone's property who didn't want you there, and then you pled guilty to it, and now you have a criminal trespass. You're literally branding yourself a criminal. You're saying a beef with someone else, you were on their property, they told you to leave, you said F off, the cops come and charge you with criminal trespass. The cops are the hammer and you're the nail. Their job is to arrest you and put you in a dungeon. And so now you've been arrested for criminal trespass. You get out of jail on your own recognizance after all that horrible stuff I talked about. And then when you go to that first pretrial hearing, you get surrounded by 3 or 4 people and they start yelling at you, you gotta do this, you gotta do it. If you don't do it, and you cave, you buckle. And you don't really think that this is gonna hurt me later in life. Because, just so you know, I'll go back to my own case, criminal stalking or whatever it was when I was 18. Had I actually...
Oh, God. I was about to say, yeah, that I'm not interested in that shit. Because, I mean, that's not his biggest thing, is it? His biggest thing was the fact that he manufactured, with the intent to supply, a date rape drug. But you know what? Fuck it. Let's let him finish.
I don't want to relitigate my own case, but I'll just talk about it because I'll talk about anything out loud. I had not been stalking my girlfriend. She was my girlfriend. There was no cell phones when I was 18. There was no cell phones. You didn't have a cell phone. Nobody did. My girlfriend was going to school down South Oregon. I was up in Northern Oregon. I decided to surprise her and show up at campus and say, hey, I'm here. And then so she wouldn't know that I came, when I went to the front gate, I said, oh, my name's John Smith, because I wanted to surprise my girlfriend with flowers and a card.
What a load of bollocks. Oh my God, what a load of shit. That's just, wow, that is bollocks, ain't it? That's fucking bollocks. Only chat shit.
And when I got there, I went up to where she was staying, and I looked around on the second floor. I looked out the window. She was walking.
And she actually decided to get with a bloke with a cock. Yeah, is that what she did? These things happen. She actually decided to get with a bloke with a cock and without hemorrhoids and herpes sticking out his mouth.
Through the courtyard, holding another guy's hand.
Oh my God!
I threw the flowers in the trash. I threw the card in the trash. And then I ran out the other door.
That's, right, ain't that interesting? Yeah, so that will be why the police, clearly, when they arrested him for stalking, they didn't find any card or flowers. Because, you know, because conveniently he threw them in the trash. I bet if they went to look in the trash cans that he said, I bet they weren't there.
But by then, someone had called campus security because they didn't know who I was. And I didn't know it was an all-girls dorm. I didn't know that. So I just went in. I didn't know. I'm from Alaska. From tiny.
He's so funny, isn't he? You know, because he's from Alaska. You know, he's just so innocent. It's so...
All-girls dorms. So the campus security was like, hey, you. And I said, oh, no.
But wait there. Whoa. Stop. Hold it. Whoa. Right. Did he not just say, yeah, that he got there and he saw his bird holding hands with some lad? So, if he saw some bird holding hands with some lad, then it was either I assumed that, if I assume for a second, which I don't, but let's say I'm going to pretend to, but I assumed that, therefore, it was outside any building, walking along holding hands. Now, if it's the other thing where, okay, and somewhere in there he saw his bird holding hands with lad, then why? Right, so then why did campus security all kick off and whatnot? Because there was some lad in an all-girls dormitory about him when there was already some lad in an all-girls dormitory. Sorry, right, if I'm missing something, maybe I misheard. I've had a few drinks, you know what I mean? Right, I admit that, yeah? If I've misheard, let me know. He saw them outside, he threw away the flowers and left. So how did they... Exactly, Liam, exactly. No one buys that Alaskans all live in igloos. More likely he took the flowers back to the shop for a week. It's just a load of bollocks, isn't it?
I just took off running because I was already just so emotional from seeing my girlfriend holding another guy's hand.
Oh, no.
I came here to surprise her, and...
Well, you just said it was an all-girls dorm, right? So why was your girlfriend holding hands with a lad in an all-girls dorm, and that's why campus security was called on you? Sorry, right? Again, shocking as I know it is, yeah? I'm not American. None of this makes sense. It makes no sense.
There's been, we're boyfriend and girlfriend. There's been no stalking of any kind at all whatsoever. This is my...
Nah. You're a fucking nutter, mate. As far as I'm concerned, yeah, you pretty much fucking stalked that fucking hostess bird What was it? Was she Brazilian or something? It's fucking nutter.
Full-time girlfriend. I love you too. That's my girlfriend on the phone.
Yeah, but she wanted a bloke with a cock and without hemorrhoids and herpes sticking out his mouth.
She doesn't know I'm coming down to Corvallis to see her.
By the way, for any of you that weren't here earlier, I do realise that hemorrhoids can't really be around your mouth, but we was taking the piss earlier. I think it was Haley that said it, and that basically Chili is that amazing that he has managed to get hemorrhoids sticking out of his bottom lip.
So I'm charged with the crime. I'm taken to the dungeon, go through the strip search. They let me out the next morning. I'm recognizant. I go to court, and the lawyer says, take a plea deal. 90 days of no contact or something. I don't know what it was. But other than not giving my real name at the gate because I didn't want her to know
Bullshit.
I was coming. I wanted to surprise her.
Bullshit! Fuck me, man. I nearly broke my fucking glasses again. I can't wear them. I'm going to have to take them off. I'm going to break them otherwise.
I'm so excited about it. That stalking charge I have on my record from being 18, thousands of people say that I'm bad
It's because you're a psycho.
now. Now, just imagine that you're 40.
Oh my god, right? Why? Seriously, yeah. Why has he tried to use this case from when he was 19 or whatever he just said, right? As the criminal case as to why people think he's bad and people don't like him. What a load of bollocks. It ain't that, is it? It's about you fucking manufacturing with the intent to supply a fucking date rape drug. No, it's not a date rape drug, is it? Because hypno's a date rape drug. That's why we say roof is. Bullshit, yeah? In England, fucking GHB's a fucking date rape drug, you fucking cunt.
30, 27, 45, 52. And the same scenario happens to you. You have a beef with the guy in the mini mart. He says, get the hell out of my store. You say, F you, I'm not leaving the store. I'm here to buy this orange juice. He says, I'm refusing service. And you say, F you, I'm drinking the orange juice. So you drink the orange juice, but he doesn't want to take it.
That's stealing. It's his property. It's private property. He's got every right to say, get off my fucking property and I'm not going to serve you. So fuck you. Oh, God. I'm going to have to stop anyways. I really am. Right. You know what? What are we on? I don't even know how long's left. I can't even tell. I'm do it for another couple of minutes and I'm done.
Money. So now you've stolen orange juice and you're criminally trespassing. And now you go to court and the DA, man, he's such a swell guy, he's going to give you a deal. But then when you go and apply for that job in 4 months and it says, have you ever been arrested? Do you have a criminal record? Then you're stuck with your pin and you're like, well, but that's over.
I agree, Liam. I absolutely agree. I don't hold against him shit that he did when he was a teenager and that, but I do hold against him about the GHB thing, by the way, because I've had experience and shit with that. But I could kind of get over that. You know, everybody does stupid things. We change, we grow up. He's a fucking cunt now.
I just signed a piece of paper. It's over. It's all over. It's over. It's over. I didn't do anything. But the guy who got your resume, he goes, what is this criminal trespass? And you were charged with shoplifting here. Now you got to explain to this person, no, I had a misunderstanding with the clerk and I drank the orange juice because I was so thirsty. In case you guys don't, in case you think I'm joking, just making this thing.
I'm up, if you lot are up for it. I'm up for, like, you know, maybe disappearing for an hour and then we will go back to this if you're up for it. Let me know in the comments and whatnot. And I need to get something to eat and shit. I really do. And it really does wind me up. And this, by the way, right, people might think that, you know, when I do the voice change thing, people might think that I do it for, you know, to be funny and stuff like that. I fucking don't, mate. Honestly, I fucking don't. I do the voice change thing to make him more tolerable. Him, on normal, oh God, man, he drives me fucking nuts. Fucking nuts. So, yeah, so hour at the most, okay? At the most, it might be sooner, but... Yeah, Barbie, yeah, I remember that. It's still closed. But it's so innocent. Hey, up, Tones. My opinion, you do something stupid, there are consequences. And some can affect you the rest of your life. That's probably why you should... Exactly, Tones, exactly. But you know what I mean? Like a bit of shoplifting or a bit of fucking drunken disorderly. We can grow up from that and we can move on. Oh, God. I don't know if you heard, Tones, yeah, but it was just literally just going on about the stalking thing that he had. He weren't stalking. He was going to surprise his girl. And his story's got so many holes in it. It's fucking ridiculous. But it completely ignores the worst charge that he ever had, which is the fucking date rape drug. Oh, I need food. Right, I'll be back in an hour at the most. Okay, my loves? I'll see you in a bit. Thank you for being here. I really do appreciate it. And I will be back soon. I promise. I promise. Don't watch it without me.